Why don't you say a few numbers and then play my theme?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bumpy, humbless, living in the street.
It's kind of comfy there.
Bumpy, humbless, is his scrotum cheese a bee?
I don't know, but the mice like it.
Answers aren't important, questions aren't answered.
Oh.
Civil discoveries have been made by smart men in lab coats.
Welcome to my show. Once, I had a pet. And, well, I didn't so much have a pet as there was this little mouse that used to bite me in the night. I thought they were love bites because I once traced I love you out of the places where he bit me. Sure, he only bit me once, but it worked perfectly as a dot in the center of the O in love. People often say there's no dot in the middle of an O. People often say a lot of things. In fact, people are pretty good at communication. I'd say we've perfected that pretty well. Communication is a thing that oftentimes, when I'm doing, I like to try and visualize the person that I'm talking to, even if they're right in front of me. So I have to close my eyes and imagine what they would look like in a perfect world. A world where everyone had everything that they had always wanted. A world where fountains didn't so much just look pretty and shoot water in the air, but they looked extra pretty, and they shot root beer and pure energy into the air. These little blue-white globlets of pure energy that would float around, and they would attach together and form happy storms that would rain down on all the people who were always dancing. And they were doing peaceful things in places like Central Park and Big Sur, which is a national park. If you haven't been there, I recommend you do. They want you to pay, so we didn't go past the front gate because Grandpoo didn't have money. He tried to give them a few of the whiskey bottles he kept tied to his knee, but they were empty, so Big Guardman said no. I was 11 the first time that I ever super sinned, as my grandpa called it. I was reading this book, and then I put it down, and he was like, nah, but enough about that. So, back to the, well, communication. I feel pretty open with everyone here. I'm willing to answer questions that you may have, or I have questions about me, so I answer them too, so that's what I'll do. How many times have I been happy? Most people can't count that. For me, it's been 7. I've been happy 7 times. The first time, well, actually, once I thought I was happy, but it turns out I was actually just very angry. I was so angry that my teeth were rattling. I wasn't so much angry as I was cold, because I didn't have my big jacket on, and it was cold outside. Or at least I thought it was cold, but I was just happy. So I guess I've been happy 8 times in my life. I've had a long life. Kinda. I mean, long is relative, isn't it? Because to a flower, a yardstick is pretty damn long. And they live much longer than flowers. So why don't we give people bouquets of yardsticks? They're much more practical. Have you ever tried to move a couch without measuring the next spot it's going to? That's much easier with a yardstick. Or maybe measuring tape. It's more compact. It can fit in your pocket or something. Or you can hang it from your belt with the belt clip. Grandpa used to have measuring tape. He would measure the times he beat me. I don't know why he measured it in a quantifiable length. I think he would measure out sections of my body and focus his angry punches and kicks there. Or at least I thought he was angry. He was giggling and crying all at once. Or maybe he was just cold because he didn't have his big puffy jacket on. Come to think of it, we never wore big puffy jackets. We couldn't afford them. We had to buy our jackets and then tell him to take all the puff out of them because it was made too much money. I don't know who was buying the extra puff. They had double puffy jackets. Kind of like double stuffed Oreos. My question is, what was the second amount of stuff? Was it just more white stuff? I could think of plenty of things I'd rather put in an Oreo. For instance, some money. Then I would buy them, and then I would have some money. Because I never had any money growing up. Sure, I would fasten mud to my pants, and then try and hand it to people in exchange for trinkets of love. I think that's when I realized that I was never going to be an acrobat. Because I can't bend my knee. Sure, well, I don't know if I could bend my knee. Well, I can't bend it forwards. I once tried. I ended up in the hospital. Well, not the hospital so much as my grandpa's beating chamber. Oh, I stayed there for weeks. I was beaten. I just realized I threw a sticker down. I should pick that up because this isn't my room.